Hey, how are ya? I'm here. Jumping into the groove. It's been a few days, eh? Just been, in a different kind of funk. Tired, busy, busy, tired, tired, busy. All of that fun stuff. But yeah, I'm back. Okay, Facebook is definitely different tonight. It's been a few days. Yeah. Alright, one more taggy. There we go. Okay, we're on. We're going. We're good. That's the button I want. Yeah, okay, we're good. Hey everyone, how you doing? I'm just gonna get things moved around a little bit better here. So for tonight, that's a good question. What are we doing tonight? I was gonna prepare, and I didn't, because I didn't get around to it. I got a couple of ideas in my head. Yesterday's card class was awesome. Oh yeah, I should show that. That would make sense. Let me just sharpen my pencil. I'm in a pencil mood lately. Let me show you the weekend card class. That would be a good idea. The actual final what we did. So, all right, let me grab that. And I got Buddy under me. Hi, Buddy Boo Boo. All right. Da, 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 da. Here we come. Oh shoot! I almost dropped the cards too. All right. Let me show this box as well. So this box has stickers and stuff, but essentially this class was inspired from this kit. Love this memory notebook kit. This kit is long gone, no longer to be found. It's totally retired. But I took elements of the kit and made 3 cards out of it. So I've got 6 cards because I have my original ones plus the ones that we did in the class. So here we go. We're going to see the cards. So first up is the first version. This is the original one I made. I liked the layout, but I didn't like how it came out, kind of thing. And that's the second one. So that turned out quite nicely. I didn't put any stuff on it yet, which I really should do that, but I forgot. I tend to be more focused on everybody else in the class than what I'm doing. So that's the first card. This turned out quite nice. That was really nice. So love how that turned out. And then the second card, the original version, I did this, but I wanted to do it the other way on purpose. So there we go. That's the second card. Cutesy, eh? I think it's cute. So that was the second one. And then... Oh, give me a sec. Oh, I didn't put too much on this one either. Yeah, that's okay. I can always fix it later. And the third one... Oh, I didn't do too much on either. This is the original one, and this is the class one. This one turned out definitely better. But yeah, super cutesy. I realized I need to add some bling and stuff. Maybe we'll do that now. Why not? That way they're done. So that way they're not hanging over me on, hey, why didn't I get these done? Well, here's a reason to actually get them done. So let's grab all the stickers. Like literally all the stickers. Ooh, and then this might be the video for tonight. Actually, I'm a little bit stumped for ideas. I need to do some planning. I don't know what to do yet. With the big project I got going on, but I'll figure it out. Alright, so this one... Yeah, a lot of the stickers came down pretty good. So this one, I'm going to use... one of those. One of those. And then... Oh, that doesn't really show, does it? Oh, it's on there now. I ain't moving it now. One of the blingy ones. Might put a blingy with it. That way they're together. And then... I think one of the little hearts. Why not? So, good start. I'll come back to that, but we'll see. This one's a cutie. This one, I'm going to use a little bit of bling. Like that. And I'm just looking at the options. I might just leave it at that. I'll get the bling out the short, and the third one needs bling. Okay, so we're gonna do bling bling for the rest. Bling bling. Hey Elaine, how are you? So I never actually finished these. All right, where's my bling? Over here. Cause I keep my own, not really my own bling, but the bling I use a lot, more easily accessible. Cause I do. Oh, that's pretty. Whatever that was. All right, here's bling bling. So let's see the 3 cards. Definitely gotta add something to it. I'm not feeling the pink. Let's see what our options are here. Should have something good. The blue might be nice. Just checking that it's all one-sided. Alright, I need a pokey stick or else Buddy's gonna be wearing these again. Alrighty. I want the big... this one. Why not just give it like super shiny something. And then... there. That just kind of completes it a little more. And then this one, I'm going to use the blue. Which is kind of nice. I'm just debating whether or not to add any more, which I might. There we go. Just to kind of give it some stuff happening. Although, I might move that one. There we go. And then the last one. I'll just keep with the blue. Why not? There's that. And then... I don't know. There we go. Maybe I'll add some more. Wait, what? Okay, I gotta watch the replay. What the heck? Ha! I've never noticed that before with the thumbs up on it. Well, that's funny. That's funny. Yeah, let's add more to this one. Why not? There we go. Not bad. Let me fix that one a little better. There we go. There. I added bling bling. Bling bling. I'm just going to cut this down because it's got some sticky points. Because when it goes back, it's a little baggy. I'm noticing lately it's sticking on everything. So let's fix that. Alrighty. So then, now that this class is done, I do have some extra pieces left over overall from the kit. What I'll do with it, I don't know yet. I'll see in the coming days, weeks, months, whichever. But yeah, I'll probably, just take apart the materials and stick them off to the side. I may or may not... Actually, we'll take a peek at what's left now anyway, for the heck of it. So there's my cards. Let's have a little peek-see. Because maybe there'll be something there that I can use for the planner or something. Plus, I gotta separate materials like the stickers and that. So let me move that over there. So, because I'll probably use the stickers eventually on something. So I'm going to hang on to these stickers so I can use them as need be. Alrighty, so then this was just my notes. Those are the stamps, which are pretty cool. Then we got scrappies happening. So stickers will go off here. Oh yeah, we definitely got scrappies. Got a piece of white. Black. Because this thing could be useful for something for what I'm doing. So I'm going to hang on to that. And then I'm going to make sure I separate what's the DSP, the original, versus the kit. So I can put all that away. This was fun to make. Anyway, so the caption in the video tonight, you know what, now I can't see it. I'll come back to it in a bit. I decided to come up with like a mission vision statement kind of thing. So what I posted for the caption tonight is a starting idea that I'm really leaning towards. I gotta think about it. My free AI ran out of, time with it because I kept going at and finally it just told me, like, hey, you've had enough for today, unless you want to pay. It's like, no, I don't want to pay. When I helped try to write, because I'm trying to come up with a mission statement. So I was in the shower. You know when you're in the shower, you get your best ideas when you're in the shower. So that was me tonight, so there we go. But yeah, so it worked out for me that way. Alright, so I'm getting all this separated, because I gotta start putting some of this stuff away anyway. You can see there's lots here I really pulled to work on this nice kit. Alrighty. So then in the meantime, the original kit stuff, I'm just going to put back in the box, because I will sort it another day. But yeah, that really put a dent into the supplies too, so that's a good thing. But yeah, this is a little bit behind the scenes of, hey, now that I'm done a class, what's next? That's a good question. I don't know yet. Alright, so there, that's progressed, at least for now. So I gotta get all these colors separated to where they gotta go. Hopefully back into the packages. Yeah, I can understand that, Elaine, that when you go through and you keep finding more and more supplies, that it's like, I tend to wait for when Paper Pumpkin sends out colors, is mostly what I do. I'll occasionally order a color if it's like, hey, I really gotta get it, but that's just me, so. But yeah, I totally get it, that after a while, there's just so much that we do accumulate, just based on, ordering kind of thing. So I'm just separating all these sheets. That way I can kind of put them away. Because I pulled out all the coordinating colors that I think I had here to be able to pull this off, this class. And I think it worked well. Alright, there we go. So then I'm just going to start going through. So this had, looking for Flirty Flamingo. Yes, we had Flirty Flamingo. I'm just checking to see. Yeah, that'd be great if we could buy the inks individually. Yeah, I definitely agree, Elaine. That'd be nice. Well, we could always submit ideas to their suggestion box. Oh, this also takes pumpkin pie. Cool. Because that is always an option if we ever want to submit thoughts to them. Like I'm starting to do that actually more often. I did submit some feedback about Paper Pumpkin because it's like, yeah, this rollout was pretty wonky. Like, I'm not impressed. Alright, so the next up is some of these. I'm just checking to see what's the patterns. Okay, so it looks like that one comes. Back into its thing. And that one too. I just realized that now. Okay, and then the next one gets these ones. Yeah, I definitely agree. I mean, I don't know. Corporate has its vision. Maybe it'll work out. I have no idea. Alright, let me find the paper that had like the pizza stuff. Okay, now I gotta really dig for a few minutes. Because there's some great stuff here. Was it the wood grain? Wood grain. Yeah, this might be it. Flor de Flamingo and Melon Mambo. Yep, this is it. And there we go. I've got the old DSP put aside. And I've got some great components here that I look forward to playing with in the future. I always say that, and yet I'm always busy on other stuff. It's like I gotta do more play. But we'll get there. Alright, I'm running out of shelf room actually. I have to figure that out. I need another one of these days. Oh boy. Alright, just for a moment. Put that there. Make sure my jury duty mail is poking where it needs to be. Alrighty. So there. That was kind of fun. Just a bit of a cleanup in that. And yeah. Oh, shoot. I forgot an entire section of paper. Fudge. Oh, which one is this? Is it that one? Could be. I'm just gonna say it is. Yeah, it is that one. Oh my. Yeah, next month definitely. When we go to the sale, it'll be good. So yeah, those who are wondering about the chatter here. So a lot of the demonstrators do craft sales. So at some point, a lot of demonstrators will band. Like there's a group that bands together that's coming up in May next month. Is a whole group of them, and they're selling a lot of retired materials. Pretty much stamps, inks, accessories, cardstock, DSP, like designer series paper, pretty much paper pumpkin kits, tools, hole punches, dies, like it's endless. So I went to my very first one recently, and it was actually a lot of fun. And then I'm going to one next month, which I'm excited about. So it's a great way of picking up some old goodies that, for me, I definitely have value of it. For them, it helps them be able to sell it off, and they can go buy more of the new stuff. So there we go. So yeah, we're definitely looking forward to going to the craft sale to see what are they going to have. Anyways, so with that, what do I do next? Well, that's a good question. I know what I need to do, and I'm dreading it. I'm just going to look at my notebook here, because I've been keeping notes on stuff. I just don't want you all seeing my notes. No offense. I just need to check this out for a moment, because I've been tracking like what I'm working on for this. So let's see what my options are. Well, I got a lot to work on this notebook still. I didn't get much done today. How do I do this? Alright, I'm gonna grab a piece of paper. I could use one for this. I very well could. Yes, let me grab one of my planner sheets that I'm using. It's my other planner. I'm using two planners because one is for personal. This is the personal one. Plus it has the overflow of the sheets. The other one is business for doing that as a demonstrator, and also my other social media stuff. So there we go. Let's get a piece of paper. And yes, it's upside down because the other side was used for something that I am not sharing with you. I looked at the other side. I'm like, yeah, I ain't sharing that section. Because you're all going to be like, what's that? So I used to keep records on certain stats in that, which that one I no longer need. Okay, so yesterday card class was really good. One of my old friends stopped by and we're chatting away, and then she's asking about, do I have more cards at home for sale? I guess I do. So she said wedding. So she's looking for a wedding card. And I'm thinking of maybe doing one just for the sake of making one. That way, this is something I haven't really done, and would be a good idea. So wedding card, and it's a young couple, she was saying. So as they indicated, the couple are in their 20s, kind of thing. No kids at wedding. Okay, so no kiddos at the wedding. So it's indicating a very more mature atmosphere, which, okay, could be cool. Let me get a drink here. And then, what else did she say? It was family. And I can't remember anything else. But based on that, I'm already thinking not traditional. Almost, it isn't millennial, but you know what I mean? Like a younger, different way of looking at when a couple gets married. I don't know if this couple has kids or not, but I'm just trying to think this through. Someone, that was you, Elaine, suggested birds, which I do love the idea. I'm partial to it, but I'm also partial to just something different. Like I floral is always really good, but because I don't know, I'm just thinking this couple in their 20s, different mind frame. I'm actually considering beach vacation-ish type feel, and that's the next card I want to make for the challenge that I'm working on. I'd so show you the picture, but it's inside the catalog. I'm not allowed to show right now, so I can't actually show it. But I'm kind of leaning to this and this. But I did see a contender tonight, because I also thought about the most recent paper pumpkin kit. So that's what I'm going to, at least in the meantime, I want to work on the second card. Because I saw one of the cards, and I'm like, hey, that would do, in my opinion, as a non-traditional wedding card. But, alright, let me grab the stamps. Let me grab some supplies. Actually, let me get the instructions out. I'm going to do a little bit of crafting, because I got to get moving on all the stuff I'm really behind on. Like, but I'm thinking this card. And change out thinking of you for congratulations. Like, there's just something about this one that, I don't know, it spoke to me for some reason. That as a very different, it could be a wedding. Congratulations on your marriage or wedding or whatever, you know what I mean? So, but that's just me. Alright, well, so I don't need that one out. So I need some basic supplies. And then I need the die cut. Oh, that's cool. It's a cool die cut. Alrighty. So then I don't need a lot of supplies, which is surprising. Now, I'm not going to chop it this time. Oh my god, I'm not going to chop the card. No. Because if she likes it, then it's done, kind of thing. So, alrighty. So, I need the ink. Now, that would be useful. The ink is somewhere around here. There it is. And the color of the month, which I think was Berry Burst, I think. Well, let's find out. Yeah, Berry Burst. Yeah, like it's a different, like it to me it's got the floral element. It kind of has like a whimsicalness to it, almost in a way. Like it's something that I would actually pick for a engagement wedding-ish card. Like there's something. So I wasn't thinking of crafting tonight, but we're doing it. Let me get my water ready, because I just before I got in the video was getting the water in the bucket from the weekend because it was empty for like a day, so I didn't fill it up yet. And then things are getting kind of weird in there because I had the lid closed. Anyway. And then I had technical difficulties getting on the live. I was like, of course. Now, I find if my computer is on all day, it seems to not make my cameras want to work well. So that's something I'm going to have to keep in mind, that whenever it's time to do a live video, just reboot before I come on. You know, especially if I've been on all day. That might be a good thing to keep in mind. So there we go. All right. Just going to dry my hand a little. But yeah, no, this card just might do. Like, it's simple without being complicated. Like, I can always chat with her further. Like, first I gotta find out that she actually want me to make a card. It was like she was kind of hinting, and I wasn't really sure. And I was also very distracted that day, so. But I'll inquire with her. Alright, so we've got this, and then I need this block, which is here somewhere. So with my classes... I'm holding it the whole time. I can't even see it. Yeah, that's the kind of night I'm having. Anyway, so with the classes, wow, I lost my train of thought. That's okay. Oh, I use the smaller blocks. I don't use the big ones unless I need to bring the big ones. My alternative would be bring the Stamparatus is the alternative. And I've done that at times. But other times, I'll just bring more like of the small clear blocks, or just absolutely, if I have to, grab the size I need for the bigger ones. So, but otherwise, I try to work around the class with minimal as possible, especially if I'm going to like a vendor event where there's people moving around and that I can't keep an eye on all my stuffs. Hey, theft is a real thing. I've been fortunate so far. I haven't had an issue, but stuff does go on. So I don't need my good stuff walking out the door kind of thing. So anyway. So I'm just popping this out because this is really pretty. I wasn't thinking of doing this tonight, but no, like I like the idea of it. Just different, you know. Alright, there we go. So I just want to pop it out so I can use it as a guide for where am I stamping. Because you have to stamp some butterflies. But that way I can see where I'm going to put the butterflies. Neat trick, eh? Before I glue it all down. Because once you glue it down, it makes stuff a little harder. There's a good set. I don't know. I like the colors of it. It just has a magical whimsy to it. If I'm using whimsy. I use the word whimsy a lot lately. I really need to like really check definition. I have an idea. Hey, Echo. Echo. What is the definition of whimsy?
Whimsy is usually defined as capricious humor or disposition, extravagant, fanciful, or excessively playful expression. For more, ask me to give you more definitions for whimsy.
Yeah, I guess that kind of works. Now I'm just looking at my little butterfly stamp here. But yeah, playful expressions. That makes sense. There we go. We've added the butterflies. I mean, hey, I like playful. I really embraced. But actually, there's a thing. Like when I was coming up with the mission statement or a mission value statement, whatever it's tonight, which I don't know if I have it yet. A word that really did come to mind was the sentence, the art of play. That really represents how I feel and think when it comes to the brand I'm making, me as Color Kitty, me as other elements of my life, like the art of play. I just don't want to use that. I feel like that's already probably taken for all I know. But that's the feeling I have. It's just I gotta come up with a statement, brand statement of some sort, that just really suits what I am. So that's what's kind of going on in my head tonight. Alright, well I'm going to turn it this way and grab one of those. Now I'm going to move this so I can see what the heck I'm doing. So this is the congratulations, which I think would be good. When I first opened the kit, I was kind of surprised. Elaine, to be honest. It had a minimalist to it. I guess it's almost like it had so much color to it that you don't need a whole whack of much else, I guess. So that was kind of cool. I could have heat embossed this, but nah, we're already here. And besides, it's already, pre-punched out stuff. I'm not gonna do that right now. So yeah, like I don't know. I guess less is more is sometimes really, really good. So all right, we've got that, and then I just put the stamp away. And then I think next steps is really assembly. It's a simple kit, but it's really nice. All right, assembly time. So next step is putting that piece on. So we'll do that. And I'm just seeing how they've indicated it. Okay, a whole bunch of dimensionals. Okay. Now this came with the minis. I'm going to use the mini dimensionals because it makes sense. So I'm going to bring back the instructions. Not that you guys can see it, but it does indicate where to put the dimensionals, if that is ever a helpful thing for you guys. I got ink on my hands. That's common when you're a crafter. Yeah, definitely this kit used the minis dimensionals or cut them down to your preferred size kind of thing. So there we go. And there we go. Just looking at the picture. Yeah, that makes sense. Like it needed some bling, and I'll add some bling at the end. Yeah, it just needs a little bit of something, Kind of surprised they didn't have any bling. All right, oh, I'm probably gonna need those again. All right, so let's put that away for the moment. Let's get all those white caps off. All right, there we go. I'm gonna put that off to the side. And what's nice is this card doesn't take too long to make. Like, I know I've been taking my time and talking and looking at things and talking, and made some notes. But overall, like 10-15 minutes to make a nice, really nice, beautiful card. So then, let me see how this is done. What are the other phrases on here before we finish up? Whoops. Okay. To the happy couple. Huh. There we go. Let's stamp again. Yeah, that's quite interesting. I had a good feeling about this one. To the happy couple. Yep. There we go. That is absolutely perfect. Oh, I'm getting myself covered in everything here. There we go. To the happy couple. That's perfect. Huh. I'm glad I felt the need to look at the stamps. That was really good. So there we go. I technically have a wedding card. And I'll send her a picture of it. I'm not gonna send it tonight because, like, she's got kids and that and school and all. I don't want to bug her at night, but yeah. No, this is perfect. Like, and she might go for this too. Again, she knows the people better than I do. I don't know who they are. Maybe I do know of them. I don't know. I know I'm not invited to the wedding. That's okay. Nah, I'm not up for weddings these days too much. There we go. Although I know someone who is getting married. It'd be funny if it's the same person, eh? That would be funny. Alright, well, there we go. So now it's just positioning. Where to put it. What has the best impact? See, I don't like to cover up the stuff. Okay, I'm gonna leave that for a moment. Elaine, let me know if that looks good for positioning. And then if you think it's good, I'm gonna do it. And both would be with dimensionals. I just feel like I don't want to cover too much of the pretty flower stuff. So give me a moment, let me know if that's good or not. I know there's the awkward pause because I'm having water. Okay, while we wait, what are our stamps on here? You are amazing. I'm here for you. Sending my love. On your retirement. Ooh, we've got retirement here too. Oh, that's actually pretty darn good. That's awesome. I'm also just gonna fluff with putting some stuffs away. Getting a little bit packed up here. I'll just leave that out. No, I'm not stamping anymore tonight, so put the block away. And then I'm sure I can come up with something on the inside if she needs that too at some point. That's an easy. I've got enough stamps and stamps and stamps that I can definitely come up with a nice inside message. So anyway, I gotta know, does this layout look good? No, oh yeah, we gotta get bling. Let me look for bling. And I just put bling away. I know which bling I want to use. So I've got some gold colors. So, okay, yeah, thank you. Well, I usually do look at some point at the stamps, but this time I probably did look, but didn't even pay attention to what it was. And I'm kind of glad this had a wedding-like theme to it. Wedding and retirement. That's pretty good. So, alright, so I'm going to put that on. Now that I know what I'm doing. Yay! And I got some gold bling to put on it, which I think is going to work really well. Yeah, that's a nice card. And then pair it with the matching envelope? Yes. I think that would be really good too. So I will definitely let her know in the next couple days. I'd say tomorrow, but I'm a little busy tomorrow. Yeah, I am actually. And it's election day too. Oh yeah, it's election day. Here it is in Canada. We're voting for a federal election and all that. I'm probably voting. It just all depends on how well my day goes, because I've got some stuff on the go that's kind of more. You think election's more important? No, I do have some other stuff that's actually slightly more important on the personal level. So that's, I got a busy day ahead. However, I am going to try to make it up to voting one way or another. I usually do vote, and I'll save my voting story for another time. So I have a story of when the one year I went to vote and I got someone backed into my car. I bring up that story every time it's election time. I know it sounds so silly, but I just do. I gotta stop bringing it up. Okay, we're gonna get some bling. We're gonna do 5, because I think we need 5. So these ones I gotta cut, but they're still really good blings. Alright, so we got 5. I need a pokey stick again, which I put away. Yeah, this definitely just makes it work. I wonder why I didn't do any bling this time. It could be anything. Could be, hey, maybe they felt it didn't need it. Let's try to get the last one, which is stuck to me. Still stuck to me. Oh my goodness. Okay, I get it off my finger. There we go. Oh no, that's side by side. No. There we go. I don't know how well you guys can see it because it is really hard to tell. But there's 5 pieces of bling on that card. Yeah, yeah, like I like it too. Like this to me, based on the really vague criteria I had, made me think something like this, something different. Like this, I would definitely give based on my instincts, kind of thing. But I don't know. She might be like, whatever. Yeah, that's fine. But no, like I think this just has something different to it. So I love it. Anyways, so there. Thanks for watching. I'm gonna go because yeah, busy day ahead tomorrow. I'm glad it worked. I gotta remember to take pictures before I go to bed. And with that, everyone, have fun. I'm just gonna find what was the phrase that I posted. Oh, I got black screen again. So it was grab your colors, chase the stars, and stir up some beautiful mischief. I think that type of phrasing really works with how I feel and what I'm wanting to do. So I might stick with that. We'll see. Yeah, I'll think on it for a few days. Alright, everyone. Bye for now. See you tomorrow. In theory, depending on the election.